People, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. Guys, today I want to talk about something that you should put into consideration if you intend to immigrate to any country using the short stay option. What I mean by the short stay option is if you want to migrate to any country, being it USA, Canada, Australia, Germany, Switzerland, Denmark, or whichever country abroad, then you have to avoid this. What is the this I'm talking about? Before we proceed, my name is Milton. Welcome back to our channel. And please, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You know, if you subscribe to the channel and if you like this video, YouTube is going to push it to more people to see it, and of course people are going to benefit from it, and equally you would also be encouraging me to make more content. Now you must avoid what is called overstay. When I say overstay, I mean that if you have a visa and the visa is expiring tomorrow, don't let the visa expire tomorrow when you are still in that country in which you travel to. For example, I'm going to use US now. Let me talk about US so that you understand. Those who are going on a visit visa, I think it's B1, B2 visa in the United States, most people usually get the visa for like 5 years. It will be given to you for 5 years. But this doesn't mean that you are going to stay in the US for 5 direct years. No. Upon entering the US at the port of entry, you would be stamped 3 months or maybe 6 months, depending on what you want to go to the US on. When you are stamped these 3 months, what the officials or the government expect from you is, if you are given 3 months, they expect you to leave the country, or maybe the last day should be the 3rd month, all right? If you are given 6 months, they expect you to leave the country after 5 months and some weeks. Don't let 6 months meet you in that country for that visa, because that's a short stay visa. Having a visa for 5 years does not mean that you are going to stay for 5 years. No, you have to exit for the duration given to you before you go again. Remember, when you exit and after like 5 months and some weeks you exit, you cannot go back immediately. You have to stay in your home country for probably like 6 months or more. It shouldn't be less, because it will affect your immigration status. That is for USA. For Canada, we already know, because a lot of us are watching my videos from here. Canada visa, which is a short stay or visitors visa, conference visa, whichsoever visa, this visa can be given to you maximum 10 years, depending on your passport duration. But you can only live in Canada with a visitors visa or short stay visa for maximum 6 months. Now, within these 6 months, don't let 6 months finish when you are staying in Canada. You have to exit and stay again in your home country for like 6 months before you go back to Canada again. Remember, you have it for like 5 or 10 years. So if you stay 6 months or maybe maximum 4 months, you exit, you stay again in your country for 6 months, that's 1 year, before you go again to Canada until that 10 years given to you in that visa expires. The reason why I'm saying so is you should not overstay your option in that country. Yes, you may say that, okay, I'm going to pay for my overstay because it's common. It's very common. You can pay for it. But at the end of the day, it is going to affect you. A lot of people do not know this. That is the reason why you see most people, when they apply for such visas, they will get rejections. Sometimes they apply, they get rejected because of things like this. Don't let negligence put you in a problem. This same thing goes to Schengen visas. Remember, Schengen visa is a short stay visa, and you are going to be applying for that visa in case you want to move to Schengen countries or in Europe. You'll be getting it just for maximum 3 months. That's 90 days. Whenever you are applying for a Schengen visa and you check on the embassy website, you are going to see maximum duration of stay is 90 days within a period of 6 months, which means that you are going to stay maximum 90 days, then you exit. Then when you exit, you have to stay for 6 months without traveling again to that country until after 6 months before you can go again. That's the meaning of 90 days within. You understand? You can always find this on embassy websites. I cannot overemphasize on this, but please make sure you check this on embassy websites. Now, I want to, even if you go to Ghana, right? Even if you go to Morocco, you go to Algeria, you go to Tanzania, If you're an African, if you travel to another African country, make sure the duration that was given to you, you don't overstay. It's going to affect you. Now, let's come back to the second option I want to talk about this video, virgin passport. Virgin passport means that a passport that does not have any travel history. It does not have any stamp. That's the meaning. Would a virgin passport affect your visa application, especially the short stay visas? It will not affect a student, all right, because they are going for long stay options. But for you as a tourist, it might affect you. But it doesn't affect, like it might. That's the reason I said might, which means that you can still get your visa without having a stamp in your passport. Like you can still get your visa with a virgin passport. So it depends on the criteria you are using. Put all of this into consideration. Now, to those of you going to agents will tell you that no, this passport is a virgin passport. Let's make it look like you have traveled. You give them your passport, boom, they land a stamp on it claiming to be a visa to Jordan, or maybe a visa to Tanzania, or maybe a visa to Cotonou, or whichever visa. Now, when you go for your short stay visa, that's your visit visa or tourism visa application to Canada, US, or the Schengen countries, they might tell you, remember, they will always say that, okay, wait for this duration. For Canada, they will not tell you. They will just do their verification, background checks. Then at the end of the day, you get results. But for other countries, for US, I think US will tell you to come back after this number of days. Now, when they are telling you to come back, they are doing the verification process. If they verify and they notice that that stamp in your passport is fake, you are in serious problem, because they have the right to call the immigration. Remember, when you are filling those forms, there is a place there. Do you agree? Do you agree? Most of us, we click yes, yes, yes. We don't read those agreements. But you've answered and given them authorization to check whichsoever embassy, whichsoever bank, whichsoever place they want to check to get information. So avoid people that will take your passport and stamp them anyhow. Stamps are only gotten at the airport, like at the borders, all right? When you are exiting or entering another country, they give you a stamp. So please listen to this. It is important. Don't say Milton never told me. Please, I want to tell you again, this visa option in so many countries in Europe cannot be converted to a work permit. So you have to know which country you are going to. Every country has its policy. You can change it in Canada. Every country has its policy, all right? So check all of these and make sure you do not overstay in a country. That if they give you 5 months, make sure by the 4th month you are leaving. I myself have traveled to Turkey. When I was filling the visa application form, they were like, okay, have you traveled before to another country? No. I put no. You understand? No. Now, maybe if I went somewhere and saw somebody and took a fake something, I would say yes. But at the end of the day, they will call the Turkish embassy where I did that application. And the Turkish embassy will say that they didn't see my name in their system, because all visas go through system. They keep this information. They will always call to verify. So I hope this will help you. Please remember that the easiest pathway to move abroad is the study pathway. I hope this will help you till we meet again in another episode. Bye-bye.